going on today in the world of 90 Day Fiance and a good update for the Terica Ellis, Tim Norman, Sweetie Pie case that's going on. I'm going to end up talking about Colt and Carmen and Larissa and Jess. But first, I want to start out with this update for the Terica Ellis, Tim Norman, Sweetie Pie case. Okay, so last week she went to court. And this is her side of the story of what happened, okay? I'm going to tell her side of the story as quickly as I can and then tell you guys how I don't believe any of it, okay? According to Terica, she met Andre at a strip club called Bottoms Up in Brooklyn, Illinois. She exchanged Instagram information with him, and this is how they would keep in touch. She went under the Instagram name Alexis Dupree. And these two kind of liked each other and whatnot, and so they just kept in touch through Instagram. Okay, later on, she would meet Tim at another strip club, at a strip club. And if you ask me, I feel that Tim intentionally tried to befriend her. Ultimately, they had a sexual relationship, kind of a friends with benefits type thing, and I would even think that she probably considered him her boyfriend, okay? So now she's friends with Tim. He asked her if she knows how to get in touch with Andre because according to him, Andre had stolen $200,000 from Miss Robbie. I do not believe that story whatsoever. I feel that Tim had a plan in the back of his head and he planned it on using his girlfriend. He said the story, in my opinion, to just make Andre look like the bad guy. Okay, she tells him, yes, I know how to get in touch with Andre. After Tim realized that Terica knew how to get in touch with Andre, he then brought her a burner phone and told her to delete his phone number out of her other phone and only use the burner phone that he had given to her. Now, does that make sense? I mean, really, my response would be if someone gave me a burner phone and told them to only use this phone when you contact me, I would be like, why? What's wrong with my other phone? We all know that burner phones lead to no good, but okay, for the sake of this video, let's just pretend like that makes sense. Eventually, he would pay for her to come to St. Louis on March 10th, 2016, the day of the week of the Andre's life was ended. He paid for her to come up there. She said that he wanted her to physically get in touch with Andre, let her know where he is so he can come talk to Andre, according to her. I don't believe her lies. I don't. I believe she knew exactly what was going to happen. So she brought, according to Terica, she brought Andre a pair of pants, and this is what she used to lure him. She said, I brought you a pair of pants. She made him seem like she was interested in him. They tried to do it the first time. It did not go through. She called Tim and said, okay, he wants to meet me here at this time. He said that his boys wasn't ready yet. She had to make a second attempt on March 14th, the day that his life had ended. She called Tim and said, this is where he's going to be. I told him I'm going to meet him to exchange this pair of pants. And so then Tim was supposed to come meet him. According to her, she met Andre. He was in the studio. She asked him to come out. They exchanged the pair of pants. They had small talk. She had already called Tim and told him this is where he was going to be. After the small talk, she drove off. According to Terica, she heard gunshots, and that's when Andre's life was taken. And she had no idea that Tim was going to end his life. She had no idea about the insurance money, any of it. She said she just was being the person that will get these two together so they can talk. I believe that he told her about the $200,000. I believe that it was a lie that he used to make Andre seem like the bad guy. But at some point, he told her exactly what was going on. I don't believe she's an innocent victim that thought that she was just getting these two together and to talk about the $200,000. I don't believe the story about the $200,000 at all. I think this is a lie that he told her to make Andre look like the bad guy. I think that Tim knew exactly what he wanted to do. I think that he approached Terica because he knew that she had a way to get in touch with Andre, and he used it as a plot. Not only that, they did not give her bail because they considered her a flight risk. In the past, she's been arrested for dancing nude at a club called Pure Passion in St. Louis. Also, she has a drug charge, which she did not show up for. So this is why they considered her a flight risk. So what it sounds like the insurance agent, YL, that's how they pronounce his name. They call him Wally. He also was a music producer for Nelly. If you guys remember, if you watch Sweetie Pies, Tim has ties to Nelly and the whole music scene in St. Louis. This is how they met. It sounds like YL's going to turn state's evidence. It looks like Terica's going to plead not guilty by saying she didn't know that what Tim was going to do. It looks like both of them, YL and Terica, are pointing the finger at Tim. Tim has not went in front of any judge yet, so we don't know what his plea is going to be. It looks like the rumors are that he's going to plead not guilty. I don't know how you can plead not guilty, but we haven't heard his side of the story yet. So that's what's going on. That's the update. They have moved Tim out of his jail at Madison County in Mississippi, Jackson, Mississippi, to another place. I don't know where that place is, and they haven't disclosed that just yet. So that's her side of the story. It's a shit show. It's a shit show. Now everybody's pointing fingers at the other one, saying, we didn't know this, we didn't know that. It's Tim's fault. When I find out what Tim's gonna say and what his plea's going to be, I'll let you know that. At the end of the day, these are 3 guilty people in my opinion, and they all need to be buried under the jail. Of course, Tim was the initiator, but hey, listen, they're all guilty if you ask me. And I don't think this not guilty plea that Terica is pleading is going to work. It's not. The only thing that's going to work, if you ask me, is YL taking a deal, telling his side of the story, which I have a feeling he's going to include her as a co-conspirator. Okay, so that's what's going on right now. That story is sickening. It makes me sick every time I have to give you guys an update, but I will follow this case to a T. Now let's talk about Colt and Larissa. Okay, so I told you in my last video that Colt is starting an OnlyFans page. According to Carmen, now the rumor is that she's on the outs with Larissa because she doesn't like Eric. This is another shit show, people. It's not as bad as the Tim Norman one, but it's really crazy. Okay, so according to Carmen, she woke up this morning with all of these DMs asking her, has she ever hooked up with Colt? Because, you know, he's sending around nudes of himself and videos of himself, and I'm still scarred to this day. I got my hands on one of them through one of my panelists, Andrea, and we both are scarred. It was this, I'm not going to talk about what we've seen. Not only is he going around handing out nudes of himself, he's also going around, him and his boo, yes, Vanessa, are going around saying that Carmen used to hook up with Colt. Now, I don't explain the crazy people, I just tell you what happened. But according to her, no, she has never been with Colt before. She feels that Colt is pulling this rumor out, and he's putting this rumor out there because he's having a hard time dealing with the fact, according to her, that Larissa didn't get deported and is an independent woman, and that Jess also ended up leaving him too, and she's the person that kind of helped these girls find their independence. She says, he is upset because I am here helping the girls he used, cheated, and manipulated. Right now, he and his mistress, she's including Vanessa, okay, are posting that I dated him before Larissa. She's saying that that's not true. She would go on to call Colt a psychopath that can't deal with the fact that she's there for them and that she has many things in common with her girlfriends except for their taste in men. She says, I would never date a creepy guy like you. Wow. And it's really weird too, you guys. It feels like Vanessa is helping him, protects him no matter what. Even if she looks dumb and it's obvious that he's still talking to other women or at least sending them provocative things, whether it's a video, still shots, whatever, but she will do whatever to protect her man. You know, we gotta dig into Vanessa's past. I mean, this is a little bit more than dumb. This makes no sense. You know this man has a problem, okay? You know that he's gonna cheat on you just like he did every other woman that he was with, but you keep protecting him. I need to find out what's making her stick by his side through thick and thin. He doesn't have lot of money. You know, if you are a clout chaser, there's a lot more people that have more money than Colt. What's going on? Do you just like the fact that he's famous? We got to figure out what's going on. But anyway, this is the part that kind of a snicker. So we all know he's opening this OnlyFans page. Remember, he had the picture of his man boobs covered with whipped cream, and then he had this posting too of him in the bathtub, and it looks like, you know, you can't see where his hand is because of the bubbles, but he might be enjoying himself. This is so ridiculous. She posted this and she said, if you have no idea who Colt is from 90 Day Fiance, here's a recent article about him. This is a picture that he had posted on his OnlyFans page. Listen, I don't explain the crazy people. I just tell you what's going on. I mean, and it feels like Colt isn't embarrassed about the nudes being circulated on the internet and the videos and in his teeny weeny. How did Andrea describe his teeny weeny problem? So, what do you think about Carmen still standing up for Larissa, even though it's reported that these two don't talk anymore because she doesn't like Eric? And do you guys think that Terica pleading not guilty will really get her off the hook? It's a crazy story. You guys tell me what you think about it in the comments section. I'll meet you guys in the comments section. In the meantime, if you like this video, don't forget to click that like button. It does wonders for my video. If you haven't already subscribed and hit the notification bell, go ahead and do that. And I'll meet you guys in the comments section. Bye for now.